Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our quick astrological discussion regarding this recent move taken by the US Trump administration, where for long it has been speculated whether US will actively participate in this ongoing Iran and Israel war or not. And just because initially Donald Trump asked for the 2 weeks timeline to think and make up his mind whether he is going to be using some active military force against Iran's nuclear capabilities or not. But yesterday only everyone was surprised when the bunker busters from US, they bombed the nuclear sites, completely disarming the nuclear capabilities of the Iran. Now after that, I'm sure till this point you know everything about, you would have been watching it in different news bulletins. But now comes the question. Now everyone is being speculating and discussing, debating that what is going to be the next move. Is Iran going to be retaliating via taking some stern action against the US bases in the Middle East, or are they now going after the supreme leader in Iran, or what is going to be the fate in this ongoing escalation? Purely from the astrological point of view, guys, we will try to have our discussion on that. So guys, the very first thing is that why all of these things happen now? Because if the why is clear, how becomes easier. It becomes much easier. So we know this thing that the 2025, if you will make a sum total of that, you will get the number 9. Now in numerology, number 9 is connected with the planet Mars. I was just looking at that press address of the Trump with Marco Rubio, JD Vance. It looks like you can fairly see the presence of that Martian energy coming out of that screen. Second thing is that, guys, because ever since Saturn has made its move in the Pisces sign on March 29th, and in the planetary alignments in the environment, when it happened, the way it happened, it was in any case being speculated as very inauspicious transit of the planet Saturn, which can give way towards a lot of the natural calamities, war-like situation, hostilities amongst the neighbors, and we are already witnessing it. So guys, if you pay attention to the astrological planetary shift and movement, the 3 triggering factor of this year was, the very first was the transit of the Saturn in the Pisces, which happened. Second was the conjunction of the Saturn and Rahu. It has happened. And third is ongoing till the end of the July of the conjunction of the Mars and Ketu. And amidst and during this period only, this major event happened. Now, after knowing all of that, now we will have our discussion that what we could look forward to based on my research on the mundane astrology and all the omens. So guys, the very first thing is that I was paying attention to the timeline when US they dropped these bombs. So it happened at the time when the energy of the Bharani Nakshatra was prevalent. Now we know this thing that Bharani is ruled by the Venus, but it is considered as very ferocious kind of energy because of the involvement of the Lord of the Death, Lord of the Time, this could be the Yama. So because of which Bharani generally even in the Muhurta could be considered for these kind of very aggressive kind of actions. Now second thing is that guys, I'm also paying attention to the transition of the planet Saturn, which is going to be happening in July 13th, when Saturn, which is currently transiting in the Pisces sign, and it is going to be turning retrograde over there. So for sure, the way it has been speculated and it is coming all over there in the media, that Iran is going to be taking some stern retaliatory action in the Strait of Hormuz, which is the major passway for all the major shipping companies or the oil transportation. So with Saturn turning retrograde on July 13th, there is a high possibility of oil prices to rise or some sort of choke point or blockages which the world will witness in this period of time. Second assessment, guys, see, you have to understand this thing that this Iranian revolution which happened in 1979, it happened on the foundation of hostility towards America. We know this thing that the American embassy employees which were being held captive for 444 days, So now there's a high possibility, because this is a point where a lot of the people are debating that, because it has also been coming in the news that the supreme leader has also announced his three successor, and over where he did not appointed or named his own son, but he has already announced three successor, because there is a possibility that the forces might go for his life as well, for the supreme leader as well. Now again guys, the very first thing which I want to say, that if you follow astrology, there is a point, if once you will become that spiritually evolved, that rather than fault finding on your own actions, you will accept your karma, you will accept your fate. In the chart of the Iran, in any case, they were supposed to go through a major revamp or major reform in this time period when Saturn is transiting over the 9th house and the Rahu and Ketu inversion. So again, my personal astrological observation in this situation is that whatever regime change is going to happen now in Iran, it might be slightly less hostile against US. Again, it might not be the way situation were before 1979, when that the monarchy or the Reza Pahlavi like regime, which was very much friendly towards the US. Now you might find it very contradictory statement, because bombs have been dropped on Iran by US, and now I'm saying that now they are going to be getting friendly towards them. We have seen something like that similar in the case of the Japan as well. But my personal astrological observation is that whatever regime change is happening now, again guys, I cannot say this thing that it will happen overnight, and I'm also not saying that they are going to be now suddenly turning friendly, or the hostility towards the Israel is going to go down. But if I were to say from the US's point of view, so whatever revamp or changes which is going to happen right now in the leadership in Iran, it might be less hostile, because from 1979 till 2025, whatever the senior leadership has dictated in terms of hostility, inserting hostility towards the US or towards the Israel, it's going to be getting toned down. There is a high possibility of that. Now, and like the way guys, people have been speculating that it looks like that now Iran could be supplied, if the whole world is hard bent on going after Iran's nuclear capabilities, so the warheads could be delivered by the Russia, it could be delivered by China, it could be delivered by the North Korea. The possibility of that looks like to be very less. So there is no such major escalation or this action turning into a major like global war or World War III, like the way many people are contemplating. So I'm not seeing something of that nature happening. I have already said this thing, that there are going to be certain months which are going to be very warmongering, and we already have witnessed that. I'm sure like many people are like very disturbed, because the way things are happening in the Russia-Ukraine war, whatever has happened in the Gaza, and now with this in Iran's situation. So I'm not seeing it to be getting worse after this. But yes, when we talk about the economical point of view, when we talk about the oil getting choked point of view, and with Saturn turning retrograde, this recent issue which happened between India and Pakistan, that might resurface again. There might be slight hostility in that ground as well. The wounds which are still fresh might resurfaced again. So there is a slight possibility of that. So yes guys, because in the case of the US as well, you cannot do the fault finding, because we knew this thing that right from the beginning, like Trump is an advocate of peace, and like the way it's very ironical that Pakistan like Field Marshal like Asim Munir, after his meeting with Donald Trump, he came out and the Pakistan announced that we want to nominate Trump for the peace, and immediate after 48 hours, like Trump gave his approval for dropping a bomb. But what I'm trying to say over here is that a lot of the things are like divine ordained, which are getting imposed right now. Because in America's case, first of all, the American president and the country's chart is completely in sync. And over and above that, guys, with Ketu transiting in the first house and Saturn transiting in the 8th house, all of these things were meant to happen. And again, guys, I always give more emphasis that with the shift in the Rahu and Ketu's energy, what becomes more important is when the eclipse happens. So when we will be going closer towards the eclipse, which will now happen in America's first and the 7th house axis, there will be those kind of situation which the world will witness, where America has to comply on those situation, on those terms which they are not very much willing to. Like for example, like the way I gave this reference, Trump has been very hesitant to actively get engaged in the war, but in a way we can see that the way situation and the circumstances forced him to be a part of that. But like the way many people have been contemplating this turning more uglier and escalation to World War III, I'm not seeing that to be getting that much bad. But yes, Saturn's retrograde motion next month is going to be a triggering point. I will talk about it once we will reach towards that, because guys, see, I was more in a very festive mode, because in next couple of days, this new moon is considered as very auspicious. Then the Jagannath Rath Yatra, then the Gupt Navratri next month, Chaturmas Prarambh, and the Savan, Holy Lord Shiva's Savan month. So there's like lot many of the festivities. Even the next month, the full moon is going to be taking place on a Thursday, where with the involvement of the Jupiter, Guru Purnima, even the new moon is going to be very important, happening in the Cancer. So I was more in a festive mode, but just because I have already uploaded a lot of the content on the mundane astrology, so I just thought like this was a very significant event, and sharing the astrological insight on this is important, just to cater to my lovely audience. So I thought of like making this quick kind of video. So yes guys, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.